Is the sound, Rajesh, is clear?
Yeah, Ahmed, the sound is clear. Only screen sharing for me has been deactivated by, I think, the host. I think if you can allow me, or you can yourself run the presentation.
The host, please, can you allow Rajesh to, we can share the screen. In fact, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يطيب لي أن أرحب بكم جميعا في الحلقة النقاشية حول البيانات المالية النصف سنوية للفترة المنتهية في 30 يونيو 2024 لمسقط للتمويل. كما أود أن أشكركم وأعبر عن امتناني لوجودكم معنا اليوم، حيث نتطلع نحو مناقشات مثمرة وبناءة من خلال أسئلتكم القيمة إن شاء الله على ما سيتم عرضه لكم خلال هذه الحلقة. وقبل أن نبدأ بالحلقة أود أن أعرف عن زملائي التنفيذيين الحاضرين معنا، وهم الفاضل رشاد بن جعفر الشيخ الرئيس التنفيذي، والفاضل راجيش بانزال رئيس الوحدة المالية بالشركة. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I extend a warm welcome to all of you to the MSX discussion session focused on the financial results for the first half ending June 30th of 2024. We highly appreciate your presence here today. We have our colleagues who will provide valuable insights on key topics. Looking forward to engaging in a productive discussion with your valuable questions and inquiries. Before we begin, allow me to introduce my executive colleagues, Mr. Rashad Al-Sheikh, the Chief Executive Officer of Muscat Finance, Mr. Rajesh Banzal, the Chief Financial Officer of Muscat Finance, and thank you once again for joining us. We are excited to start the informative and interactive session. So the floor is yours, Mr. Rajesh. Please.
Thank you, Ahmed. Am I audible?
Yeah, the voice is clear, and please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Ahmed. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank everyone for joining this session. The previous presentation was done by us in March 2024, and that was for the year-end results of December 2023. Now, it's my privilege of discussing the half-year results of 2024 on behalf of the management. After my presentation, I and our CEO will be more than happy to answer any questions you have. We start our presentation with a normal disclaimer. Just a second, let me move the slides here. We start our presentation with a normal disclaimer that we are refrained from making any future predictions, and this discussion is centered around the first half-yearly results of the year 2024 and the way forward. Basically, I would like to cover the four main items in our agenda, which can be followed by a question and answer session. Most of you are already aware of the legacy of Muscat Finance. For those who are joining us for the first time, I would like to mention that we are the first FLC in Oman. We operate with 6 branches and are listed on the Muscat Stock Exchange. We are regulated by the Central Bank of Oman. On behalf of the management, I can confirm that we are always committed to the highest standards of ethics and corporate governance. We operate in both retail and corporate segments and are supported by a very strong set of shareholders like Al Yusuf Group, Zawabi Group, and others. We are the pioneers of various products in NBFC space in Oman, and in fact, the first NBFC in Oman to launch corporate leasing and debt factoring. We have recently moved to a new office in Azeba, which is a state-of-the-art head office located on the Sultan Qaboos Street to better serve our customers. We are considering the year 2024 to be a year of transformation. Now, let me give you a small snapshot of where we stand as of 30th of June 2024. Muscat Finance is rated by Capital Intelligence with a long-term rating of OM A- on the national scale and a short-term rating of A2. Muscat Finance believes in promoting the national vision and has an Omanization ratio of 88%. More than 40% of our workforce are Omani female employees. Every year, we train approximately 25 to 30 Omanis under a traineeship program in our company. We are having a net asset of 92 million as of 30th June, a deposit base of 19 million, bank borrowings of 32.3 million, and a very strong equity base of 38 million. Our leverage ratio is at 1.9, which provides 1.89 in fact, leaving us ample scope for the growth and transformation. Our total income for the H1 is 4.57 million, and the net interest income was at 2.44 million. We have had a net profit for 6 months of 0.15 million. Our provision coverage as of 30th of June stands at 67%, and we are holding approximately 31.5 million of ECL provision in our books. Now, let me just give you a small brief on the financial performance. Now, what we have done in the past 6 months is that we have taken a very prudent approach in credit selection. We increased the interest rate for our lending, which has resulted in our finance debtors not so significantly growing. However, we have seen a notable improvement in the quality of new bookings in the previous few years. And in the 6 months, we see a remarkable improvement. We are further digitizing all our processes, which is improving the efficiency, and as a result, are increasing the volumes. However, our operating income declined, considering the combined effect of increase in the cost of funds because of the overall market rates of interest, plus increase in our operating cost. We have always adopted a very conservative policy for recognizing credit losses, and accordingly, we have maintained a consistent provisioning coverage ratio of more than 65%. Now, what's the way forward? The management, as we speak now, in the month of September, we are very focused on growing our retail book and also add selective good quality corporate exposure with sound collaterals. In fact, we are also coming out with new products. Our company focuses on the human capital, and as a result, we have made various strategic appointments in the previous 1 year, and we are going to see the benefits of this in the coming few quarters. Our move to a new office is also based on the principle of creating a vibrant work culture. The new office is meticulously planned with customer journey in mind, and as we speak, it provides a seamless experience with drive-through facility, a manless kiosk, and incorporation of IoT devices for superior data capture and analytics. We strongly believe in digitization and providing best-in-class customer service. We look forward to your support in our transformation journey. With this, I will open the floor for any questions, and I and our CEO, Mr. Rashad, will try to answer all your queries.
I think there is a.
Yeah, Mr. Manna, you can ask your question, please.
Good afternoon. Thank you for your presentation. Hello.
Yeah, Manna. Go ahead, please.
Okay. I just have a few questions. Is that the operating profit increased 4.6% on quarter-on-quarter basis, but the year-on-year it's declined by 21%. So can you elaborate on the cost pressures or revenue factors that contributed to this decline?
See, if I see the cost, there are basically the operating profit has declined, you can say, two reasons. One is the increase in the interest expenditure, and as you know that we take deposits and we borrow from banks by which we do our lendings. In the first 6 months, we did not see any signs of cooling of interest rate. If you compare the 6 months of the last year versus the 6 months of the current year, you will find a significant increase in the cost of funds, not just for us, but for the entire market, even the banks. Now, the second element which is there is the increase in the operating cost. The operating cost has two elements. One is the staff cost and the other is the other overheads. Staff cost, as I mentioned in my discussion, we have made some major appointments in the last 1 year, and as a result of which the cost has increased, and but we are able to see the benefits now as we speak in our various the improvement in the efficiency and the reorganization of all the processes. Therefore, the operating cost, the staff cost has increased primarily because of the new appointments which are there. Plus, we had some vacancies in the last year, which we all filled up for a smooth growth from here. And plus, the move to the new building. There has been a cost for it because earlier it was a rented building. Now we have our own building, which is having a cost of depreciation, which is a cost of having other overheads. But we are able to see the benefits of it now with the increase in the volumes and with the increase in the efficiency. And our engagement of the employees has also significantly improved, which I believe we should be able to cover up in the next few quarters.
Okay, thank you. Just one more question. Like, given the current interest rate scenario, can you explain how it's impacting your funding cost and what steps are taken to mitigate any?
Okay. See, when we borrow from the banks, we have three types of facilities basically. There is an overdraft facility, there is a short-term loan, there is a long-term loan. Okay. Now, short-term loan is basically ranging from 1 day to basically 30 days to 90 days. Overdraft is overdraft. Now, this particular facilities which are there. Now, if I am borrowing, say at say 5%, for example, in the last year, today, because of the increase in the Fed rate or whatever, we had to pay maybe a 50 basis point or 60 basis point extra. But after the reduction of the Fed rates in the last week, we have seen that the interest rates have started cooling down. The banks have started lending at slightly lower rate. The deposit rates have come down. The rates that the FLCs and the banks were offering on the deposits, I can say that there is almost a reduction of around 40 to 100 basis point, depending on the need for the various deposits. All this is going to have a major improvement in the next few months or few quarters. And what I understand is that based on the market reading, there is a further one more cut which is going to happen in the next few months. It may be one cut or two cut. And this again is going to help the entire FLC industry as well as the banks. So we are eagerly waiting for it, and we are renegotiating our bank facilities to get the benefit of the improved environment.
Thank you. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Ahmed, there is a pop-up which is coming on the screen which says your meeting will end in 10 minutes. And this came at around, I think, 4 or 5 minutes. Therefore, the administrator has to allow some more time in case there are some questions which we need to take during that time, so that we don't end the meeting in between.
Yeah, the request is gone to the host, so
Okay.
that will be taken care of. Is there any other questions? Please, I mean, you can go ahead with these questions. إذا في أي أسئلة أخرى أكون شاكر لكم تطرحوها مباشرة. We will wait a couple of minutes if there are any other questions. Otherwise, we will close this session accordingly. So we'll give the 2 minutes time for any further questions. All right, as there are no further questions, may I kindly request your permission to conclude this session, and looking forward to seeing you, all of you, in our upcoming sessions in the near future, inshallah. طالما لا توجد أسئلة إضافية، أرجو أن تسمحوا لي بإنهاء هذه الحلقة، ونرجو لقاءكم في الحلقات القادمة بإذن الله تعالى. دمتم موفقين، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you so much, and see you inshallah soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. They close. Everybody's done. End the recording. Recording end கொடுங்க. இது end கொடுத்தா போதும். இது இல்ல, இது ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன